One of the actresses Playboy once hailed as a goddess of brains and beauty is shaking up Hollywood again, this time with a shocking list of exes. Dana Delany, the ageless beauty of American television, has been nominated for numerous prestigious awards and consistently ranked as one of the sexiest women of the 90 seconds. But few people know that she openly sought out non-traditional sexual experiences as early as her 20 seconds. In this video, we explore the untold stories of her lovers and the shocking confessions she shared. Dana's journey into the romantic world began with a whirlwind romance with actor Treat Williams, a rising star of the 1980 seconds known for his memorable roles in Hair and Prince of the City. When the two met, Hollywood was a stage, each still searching for his place in the spotlight. Dana, young and eager to make a name for herself, was drawn to Treat's magnetic power and charm. Treat, in the throes of fame, found in Dana a unique blend of gentleness and quiet ambition. They quickly became inseparable. "We lived together for 4 years," Dana recalls, her eyes filled with nostalgia. "I was so young, but Treat was a wonderful man." But sometimes the glamour of a rising career can overshadow the stability of love. After 4 years, the relationship ended, leaving Dana with a wealth of experience, but also a sense of emptiness. It didn't take long, however, for her to move on. In Hollywood, unexpected encounters are never uncommon. In 1984, Dana was spotted with Michael O'Keefe at the premiere of Caddyshack. Under the flash of cameras, the two looked like a promising new couple. But the relationship was shorter than it appeared. It was more like a cameo in the long-running drama of Dana's love life, appearing for a moment, passing quickly, and leaving no mark. Not long after, Dana once again stirred up the media when rumors of a romance with James Woods, an actor famous for his fierce and hot performances, surfaced. But like a fire that flared up quickly and died down just as quickly, this relationship only lasted a few short months in 1985. While movies provided Dana with a series of fleeting companions, it was music that opened new doors in her life. She began dating Dave Holmes, the lead singer of The Boyfriends. Those days were filled with passion, music, laughter, and carefree nights with no thought of tomorrow. But like many artist-led romances, it quickly ended when reality set in. But it was at this point that Dana entered a much more dramatic chapter. She met Don Henley, the drummer and lead singer of the legendary band The Eagles. On paper, they seemed like an unlikely pairing of veteran rock star and a budding TV actress, but the chemistry was undeniable. Dana was 29 at the time, vibrant, curious, and adventurous. Don, much older than her, brought a depth of experience and an irresistible charm. "I've always been attracted to men who are much older or much younger than me," Dana admits frankly. "They bring a different energy." Their love story was a symphony of passion and chaos. The long, wild nights and endless tours made Dana a constant shadow of Don's free-spirited rock and roll lifestyle. "It was exciting to be with someone so passionate and creative," she admits. But that fast-paced life eventually took its toll. While Don was absorbed in the touring life, Dana struggled to find her own way in the industry. After 3 years, the relationship ended, leaving Dana feeling both regretful and grown up hard. When one door closes, another opens. Dana met John Sacred Young, the writer and producer of China Beach, on the set. At first, it was all business. But as the long days of filming turned into quiet, bonding moments, the relationship began to take on a more personal dimension. It was a whirlwind romance, sweet, intense, explosive, punctuated by unexpected behind-the-scenes moments and a shared creative rhythm. They even walked across the stage together to accept the 1990 Golden Globe for Best Television Drama, a win that celebrated not only their professional success, but also the love that blossomed along the way. But in Hollywood, love rarely lasts. By 1992, Dana and John had gone their separate ways. Fans were confused. On the surface, they seemed like the perfect couple. But like many of Dana's previous relationships, unspoken expectations, work pressures, and the clash of two different lifestyles eventually pulled them apart. And the story doesn't end there. In 1993, Dana began a relationship with Canadian actor Henry Cherney, known for his smart and charismatic on-screen presence. Despite their busy schedules, the two made every effort to maintain their relationship. They were often seen together at public events, most notably at the 1996 premiere of Mission: Impossible. Dana and Henry even had the opportunity to work together on the TV series A Choice of the Heart, the Margaret Sanger story, where their real-life chemistry brought depth to their performances. "We had a deep connection," Dana once shared, but ultimately their separate paths led them in different directions, and the relationship ended after 3 years. Not all romances are remembered fondly. Dana once had an awkward date with Robert Blake, the star of the Beretta series. "He made me really uncomfortable," Dana admits. Frankly, years later, when Blake was involved in the shocking murder of his wife, that brief encounter cast a much darker shadow in her memory. It was a poignant reminder that sometimes a fleeting moment can leave a deeper mark than a long-term relationship. But Hollywood didn't just bring Dana closer to her peers. In the late 1992, she was unexpectedly linked to a prominent name in American politics, John Kerry. Just a few public appearances together were enough to create a media frenzy. Dana admitted she was attracted to the senator's intelligence and elegant demeanor. "He was charming and smart," she said, expressing genuine admiration. But like so many moments in a star's life, the romance quickly faded. Romantic, brilliant, but fragile, like smoke in the wind. What sets Dana apart is her openness to herself and to the world. Amid her numerous relationships with men, she has never hidden the fact that she is also attracted to women. "If I were a lesbian, you would know," she once said, honest, candid, and unabashed. For Dana, it's not about labels. It's about emotion and connection. She has never shied away from same-sex intimacy on stage, most notably in the play Collective Rage, where her passionate on-stage kisses with a female co-star drew widespread attention. "It's not about gender," Dana explained. "It's about connecting with another human being on a deep level." That authenticity has made her a beloved figure in the LGBTQ+ community. In the 1992, Dana Delany embarked on a bold new chapter both in her career and her personal journey by taking on bold, unconventional roles. One of her biggest breakthroughs came when she starred in the controversial film Exit to Eden. The familiar image of the good girl disappeared overnight, replaced by a powerful, strong female character. In that role, Dana not only pushed her own boundaries, but also faced Hollywood's deep-seated prejudice against women who came out about their sexuality. "It was a different time," Dana recalls. "A lot of people were very harsh, but I believed in living and embracing my sexuality." Dana didn't stop there. She took it a step further with her role in Nude Girls, where she plays a woman who explores her desires at a bachelorette party. The film sparked deep conversations about female sexuality and how traditional norms often hold it back. Dana considers the role a breakthrough, a testament to her versatility as an actress and her willingness to take on projects that push the boundaries. In the following years, Dana's boldness found new expression on Broadway in the play Collective Rage. In this play, she fully immersed herself in onstage intimacy with her female co-star, delivering a performance that was so raw and captivating that it was impossible to look away. For Dana, it wasn't just about sex, it was about unlocking deeper layers of connection between women. Her portrayal of a sexually diverse woman not only made waves but also cemented her status as an icon in the LGBTQ+ community. "I'm proud to be considered an ally," she shares, "and I want to use my platform to promote acceptance and understanding. But the road hasn't always been smooth." Dana's bold choices have often been criticized and even cost her big opportunities. After the huge success of China Beach, in which she played an army nurse, Dana was offered the role of Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City, but she turned it down. The reason? Fear of backlash. "I got a lot of flack for Exit to Eden," Dana admits, "and I didn't want to be pigeonholed as a boss." But Dana never backed down. She remained true to herself, embraced her sexuality, and challenged the social norms that tried to define her. That fearless spirit helped pave the way for a new generation of actors, empowering them to take on more complex, layered roles without fear. Dana's magnetic presence and acting talent led to another career milestone, her role as Catherine Mayfair on Desperate Housewives in 2007. Catherine was the embodiment of emotional conflict, mysterious, intense, and tumultuous in her love life. "It was a tough challenge," Dana shares, "but I loved being able to play a character with so many layers." The role earned Dana critical acclaim and brought her a whole new generation of fans. But what truly made Catherine Mayfair a lightning rod was the storyline surrounding her sexuality. Dana had actively pushed for Catherine to be openly gay. However, the producers ultimately took a different direction, having the character return from Paris with a sudden loss of interest in women. Dana admitted she was disappointed by the decision, but also suggested that perhaps Catherine was simply hiding the truth. Dana went on to further cement her place in television with the lead role in the medical drama Body of Proof. She portrayed a brilliant neurosurgeon turned medical examiner, a character both sharp and strong-willed, a rarity in a genre often dominated by male leads. Delany shared that playing a powerful woman in a male-dominated field deeply inspired her. This role was not just an artistic success, it also reflected her real-life spirit of independence and fearless thinking. What makes Dana truly stand out is her fearless use of her voice to defend the values she believes in. Throughout her career, she has been an outspoken advocate for women's rights and LGBTQ+ equality, firm in her belief that artists aren't just here to entertain, but to inspire and drive change. "It's important to speak up for what you believe is right," Dana once said, a message she's passed on to the next generation. At 67, Dana Delany no longer chases the spotlight like many of her Hollywood peers. Instead, she chooses to live authentically, unbound by outdated expectations. One of her boldest and most talked about choices has been her decision not to marry. Having grown up in the shadow of her parents' painful divorce, Dana realized early on that a piece of paper doesn't guarantee happiness. "I saw firsthand that marriage doesn't promise lasting joy," she reflected. Rather than pursuing a traditional family structure, she's chosen to prioritize independence, freedom, and the ability to define happiness on her own terms. This choice has challenged long-held societal expectations, especially for women in the public eye. While the media has often linked her to high-profile romances, Dana has remained unfazed, fully embracing her single life. She has meaningful work, lifelong friendships, a deep love for the arts, and plenty of personal passions. "I'm not desperate," Dana says with a playful smile. "I'm living my best life." What makes Dana an icon isn't just her dazzling film career, it's the way she's dared to redefine what happiness means. In a world where women are often pressured to marry or measure their worth through relationships, Dana has stood firm in her belief that fulfillment can come from within, not from anyone else. That message has made her a source of inspiration for countless women seeking balance between personal freedom and societal expectations. Today, Dana Delany continues her journey, radiating courage, authenticity, and a fierce sense of self. She's the embodiment of an artist, living fully through passion, a confident woman, and a steadfast voice for human values. And as she once said, "If you do what's meaningful to you, everything else will follow."